following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. Numerous foreign aircraft from an area in Africa have been identified and are carrying individuals that are invading the country. Residents of the United States are strongly encouraged to shelter in place to avoid being attacked or taken hostage.
One nation under dead air. You're listening to Dead Air Nation. Get up, get up, get up. Drop the bombshell. Get up, get up. This is out of control. Get up, get up, get up. Drop.
All right, citizens of Dead Air Nation. Yeah.
Hello.
Sunday, April 24th. We are live. You are listening to Dead Air Nation. I am your host, of course, Lord Sinister himself. Joined here with my compadre, Thomas. And in the wings, we've got Billy. How's it going, Billy?
Lord Sinister. Really? Lord
Hey.
Sinister of House Sinister.
Hey, guys.
Bow down, citizens.
Just roll. Just roll with it.
I can't.
Also, on the line, we got Gator Ricky Ross.
Gator.
Dead Air Nation.
Yep, that's why we call it Dead Air Nation.
Oh, man. Hey, great song.
Oh, I love this song.
Yeah. Well, you are listening to Dead Air Nation. Check us out, facebook.com/Dead Air Nation. And, hey, man, we're doing some cool things with that Facebook. We're getting some trending memes out there, videos, all sorts of stuff, man. We're kind of branching out, becoming not only a radio show, but a multimedia empire.
I wouldn't go that far.
We're a community. We're a community.
Hey, what is it, like a 3 or 4 syllable word that Gator just said?
Why is everybody against me already? We've only been on the air 3 minutes and everybody's already against me.
How am I against you? I'm just saying I wouldn't go as far as saying we have a multimedia empire, and I sure as fuck wouldn't call you Lord Sinister.
What?
Why are we calling him Lord?
What are you? Are you raring to go for Game of Thrones or something? Because is this like Lord Sinister of House Sinister?
I don't watch that.
You don't watch that? What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, I don't watch any of that sci-fi fucking swing my sword bullshit.
All right, first of all, it's not sci-fi, you jackass.
Well, yeah, it is.
No, science fiction is usually futuristic. It's called fantasy, you moron.
Whatever. It's still gay.
Yep, gay.
Speaking of gay, how you been, Gator?
Well, screw you too, damn. He puts the gay in Gator. Actually, I kind of like that. That works. All right, we'll go with that. I don't even know what gay means, but all right, whatever.
Man. Well, guys,
you're always happy. Well, yeah, I am. I'm pretty happy, fellas.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't think I've seen you upset yet, but
no, well, except for when that stupid ass pussy Bubba don't come up on here no more. You don't want it.
Oh Lord,
you don't want it.
We're still on this, huh?
You don't want my CBR.
You've had a week to cool off, and you're still on it.
All right, I'm done.
Hey, that's a good segue. For anybody that didn't listen to last week's episode where Gator and Bubba from the Backwoods had a interesting encounter.
I told him off is what happened. Tell him what happened. I told him
Sure. Whatever you say. But if you missed it, we are available on demand on iTunes podcast app as well as blogtalkradio.com/deadairnation. All episodes, our whole archive is available to listen to at any time on your PC, mobile phone, laptop, pet rock, your dog's butthole, I believe. If you just hold your ear to your dog's butthole, it will play. And
like one tail from the beach, you hold it up to your ear and you hear the ocean.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey.
Online and on the go on your mobile phone. We're the internet's best choice. Dead Air Nation.
That's right.
And
we are the
and your
internet's
dog's
best
butthole.
choice.
I'm
Yeah,
in the
and
bathtub
your dog's
again.
butthole. You're in the bathtub already. Why? What's going on
Yep.
now?
Well, I heard the
Yes,
siren.
But that wasn't really okay. All right, we'll go with it. All right, Gator's back in the bathtub. Thomas,
Live from the toilet.
Thomas, you know a lot has happened this week. If you have been living under a rock, then we're here to inform you that the purple one himself, Prince, has passed away. Thomas just got booted off air for some reason. Yeah,
No!
Prince passed away, and that's, definitely tragic. We're going to get into that. And tonight, all music breaks are going to be featuring the purple one himself, Prince. Also, WWE legend Chyna passed away. Very unfortunate, but, with that one, can't say I didn't see that coming. We are going to be going over top five. Why are you laughing? Why are you
like
laughing?
a play on words? China and see it coming?
Really?
Oh, Billy's talking about a trip to China.
Too soon?
Oh, my God.
It's never too soon.
Oh, Lord. Oh, look at that. Thomas is back.
Sorry about that. I told you I was having computer problems.
Yeah, you're good. We're going to be going over top five. Oh, Thomas, since you're back, go for it.
Yeah.
We've already covered Prince and China.
Okay,
and
so you're basically lost without me, so I'll help you out here.
Yeah,
no, that's
Thomas
not,
is
I
back.
can do it, but since you're here,
Thank God for Thomas!
go ahead.
Hey!
Whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, we're going to be giving out our top fives of the best action stars of all time. And once we have our list, we're going to go into a sweet-ass celebrity deathmatch, round robin, essentially, where you, the listeners, all fucking 20 of you, can vote on who's going to win.
19 listeners.
19.
Hey, we got lost one.
Thank you for the correction. All 19 of you can vote on who's going to win specific matchups each
Well,
week.
we got 3 now. We're down to 3 listeners.
Yep,
Damn.
that's fine. That's probably because I was talking too long. But we'll go straight up into Celebrity Deathmatch. And we'll do your normal news. We got the Moccasin Creek Minute, which is going to be substantially shorter than it was last week.
Which is hopefully only going to be a minute.
It'll be close to a minute, yeah.
I was about to say, I hope our listeners are like herpes and they just keep coming back.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. They're
basic.
all in Thomas's house, so they're all probably having internet connections.
Yep.
Issues with their internet connection right now.
Exactly. All of my household listens to this show, so all me.
Don't treat me like a woman. Don't treat me like a man. Don't treat me like you know me. Treat me for just who I am.
Yeah. Hey, Billy, you know what that is.
Billy,
The
what
worst
is that?
entrance music ever.
Agree.
That would be the Bionic She-Hulk herself, Chyna's entrance music.
She-Hulk, yep.
Yeah, she was definitely a manly woman. Chyna passed away, and I gotta say, like, this is one of those deaths that I'm more surprised that it hadn't happened earlier. Why
do you say that?
Well, Chyna had a pretty notorious fall from grace. Little backstory on her is she was really one of the first women out there on the road wrestling. Got pretty big stardom. Billy, wouldn't you say that she was probably the most famous woman wrestler there for a time?
Definitely, like, woman wrestler. Like, it was her and Stable at that time. Like, those were the two big women wrestlers. But she was definitely, like, the most famous women wrestler because she would wrestle men, and that was, like, and it was convincing when she wrestled men. It wasn't, like, some fluke that she beat men. Like, it seemed legit when she beat men, so.
She was.
Isn't that how she won the first Intercontinental Championship?
I believe
she did.
So.
Also, the first woman entered in the Royal Rumble.
Oh, wow.
She definitely, she broke barriers, I guess you could say, in women's wrestling. And
didn't she win that thing too?
Hey.
She didn't win it, no, but her presence was definitely larger than life, you could say.
Well, that's true.
Speaking of her presence, she then, after her fall from grace, rise to fame with WWE, signed a contract with Vivid Entertainment and got a lot of presents delivered on her face on film.
Oh, my God.
Say what?
Yes.
Yeah. I will be the first to admit that in honor of Chyna passing away, I spanked it to Chyna's WWE Royal Rumble porno parody. I don't know if that makes me gay, honestly. Watching a Chyna porno kind of makes me feel a little gay. It's kind of
there's
like
so many other things that make you gay, so that's not really a big one.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's right. Hey, looks like we got a caller. Somebody should screen.
Holy shit, we have a caller?
Oh, my God.
Watch the switch.
Why would he watch that?
Folks, I want to stress, citizens there of Dead Air Nation, we are a live radio show. We are not like those other pussies who put podcasts out and edit out the imperfections. Nope. We are live. We let it all hang out on air. Whatever happens, happens, and that's what it is. Live is great.
If you watch his live stream, you can tell that it's hanging it all out. So.
Exactly.
Oh, we are funny. Hey, so, Thomas is not really big up on the wrestling, but I got two big wrestling guys here. And, Thomas, what was that about?
He had a lot of interference on his line, so I asked him to call back.
Who was it?
Dude, Jace Carter.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know, but I just asked him to call back just because it was super crackly. I could barely hear him, and I knew you would drop him.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh, there he is again. Chyna, you really can't take a lot away from her wrestling. She was pretty good to watch. Like, she was one of the few women I actually like watching because, it was believable the stuff she was doing, and she was pretty good at it. But she was involved with Triple H, and Triple H ended up becoming involved with Stephanie McMahon, Vince McMahon's daughter, and that led to Chyna's departure. Yeah, and there's been, quite a fallout after that. But just to show, I've got a clip here that shows Chyna's state, and it is from, I believe, about a year ago. Chyna is notorious for having drug, alcohol, whatever problem, having all sorts of problems. And here is Chyna giving a shoot interview on Triple H. I guess you could call this a shoot interview. I don't know what she was trying to do, but here we go.
But I have something to say. First of all, Hunter or Triple H or whatever you choose to call yourself, Paul Levesque, whatever name you're using right now, Puffy.
How drunk is she?
You're an asshole. And how dare you after like 15 years
asshole.
to stab at me? I mean, like, what kind of person does that?
Who the fuck does that?
What is your problem? Because you think you make more money off of me dead than alive, but you know what? It's not happening, so...
apparently it is.
You better, rearrange your, situation right now, because I'm coming after you now.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
It's not the other way around.
Snap.
Goodbye, Felicia.
No, she didn't.
And
Goodbye,
Felicia.
You killed the clip, asshole, when you played that.
Fuck yourself. Oh,
God damn.
Crimea River.
There was more goodness.
There was more her going, I can play the rest of the clip for you right now. I'm gonna go, bye, Felicia. There, we just listened to the rest of the fucking clip.
Man, that sounded just like Chyna.
Hey,
It did, though.
looks like we've got a caller. Hey, Chase, welcome to Dead Air Nation.
Hey, how's it going, guys? How y'all doing?
Hey, we're doing good.
Hey!
All right, Gator.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up, Chase?
Just chilling, man. Everything doing okay over there?
We're doing good. What do you want to talk about, brother?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about Chyna. I think she definitely deserves to be put in the Hall of Fame. I think, she's got screwed by the WWE, and I definitely feel that she deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. What do y'all think?
Okay, here's my thoughts on that. I believe if Chyna would have been able to professionally conduct herself and prove that she would be a decent role model, yes. Totally. Off of just her career alone, she's worthy of Hall of Fame. The problem I see is Chyna completely has tarnished her everything with her behavior outside of the ring.
See, I disagree with that.
Yeah.
Do I?
I definitely feel that it's her involvement with, her relationship she had with Triple H that maybe have kept her out of the Hall of Fame because that conflict right there.
It couldn't have anything to do with her being a belligerent, drugged out drunk.
Yeah, but I mean, there's so many people in the Hall of Fame who are belligerent, drugged out drunks. So that's not really like that's not keeping anybody out of the Hall of Fame.
But these are people who have turned their lives around. And Chyna never really got to do that.
Well,
yeah, I think she was on her way of doing that with that documentary she was trying to do.
Right, and I'll give you that too. I think she was really trying to clean it up. I think that, hopefully a couple years from now, had she not passed away, that we probably would have seen a different Chyna. So yeah, I mean, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Can I add something?
Sure.
Okay, first off, Chase, how you doing?
That's going well.
Secondly,
do you two live in the same trailer park? Is that what's going on right now?
No,
are you
he's
guys in the
Texas,
bathtub together?
No,
we do broadcasting together. Is what we do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. No, but look. See, Chyna. My whole thing with the WWE Hall of Fame is Chyna should be put in there on her accomplishments in the ring alone. It's the WWE Hall of Fame. It ain't the best person in the world Hall of Fame.
Right, but and I agree
point.
with you, but my point is from a point of what the WWE currently is, and that is an organization that is a publicly traded company that's pushing for image more than anything. And
the pussy generation. Just say it. It's the pussy generation.
Right, it is. And you're absolutely right.
They're trying to be this family friendly, like their PG generation. They just put in a guy in the Hall of Fame whose shtick was that he was a pimp who came to the ring with prostitutes. Like, if he can go into the Hall of Fame, anybody can go into the Hall of Fame.
Well, I honestly think that this PC generation is kind of going to be over. I mean, you even got John Cena a couple days ago saying that he would like to see blood and cussing coming back and more Attitude Era stuff. So, yeah, I agree. Now, if this was the Attitude Era WWF, hell yeah, Chyna'd be in right now. It would have been, she could blow everybody on the stage while she was there and they'd be down. But, current.
What they're going into now is the reality generation. It's not like it's not in essence like an attitude of like over the top, like we have to everybody has to like try to kill each other kind of thing. They're going towards like with this new like influx of talent. It's guys who are real people, like they're just wrestlers. And I think now, so if they cuss, it's not that big a deal. They're not trying to be like these over the top, like we're all good guys and we're all bad guys kind of thing. It's they're just real dudes, and so if they're cussing or if they beat the shit out of somebody and it makes sense, it's fine. But not trying to just like let's all try to kill each other generation that was the Attitude Era.
I still think 2G means pussy generation. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that there.
Hey, Chase, we appreciate you calling in to Dead Air Nation. Before we let you go, though, I have a question for you. So you call in about Chyna being in the Hall of Fame. Obviously, you are a Chyna fan. Now, I would like to know: have you spanked it to Chyna's videos?
Yes, of course. I think if you're a guy and you like women, you're definitely gonna check out her pornos.
Well, I think it's borderline bisexual almost to masturbate to her porn, but I will admit that I've done it myself. So
if you're
on
happy,
that
you're
note,
happy.
Yeah, I mean, it's Chyna. It's not Nicole Bass. I think you're.
Oh God, that's bad. That's now you want to see a nasty woman, Nicole Bass. Jesus Christ.
Ew.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
You just
You
look
don't
her up.
know.
I'm not sure that I want to.
Who the hell is that?
That was the manliest woman wrestler ever. She was in ECW for a while, and she was
Thomas,
a
Google,
female bodybuilder.
I'm
like
Googling right now, and I'm... Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Hold on, I'm Googling.
He's Googling.
He's Googling.
Were they sure that she was a woman, or is a woman?
I think she has self-identified as a woman, if nothing else. So I think she's all right.
Yeah, I think that's about as far as it goes,
What was her name?
Nicole Bass.
Bass.
Well, hey Chase, we appreciate you calling in. Thanks for calling in and listening.
No problem.
Yay, one of our 19 reached out. Thank you.
Hey, you shut up with it.
Y'all take care.
Thanks, Chase.
All right, bye.
Have a good
All
one.
right, let's go ahead and jump into a music break again.
A Dead Air Nation T-shirt idea. I'm one of the 19.
That's what I said.
For anybody listening that
Number
doesn't
20.
know, the 19 listeners thing, we have way more listeners than 19. The 19 listeners thing is kind of the inside joke that started with the whole CKY subreddit thing in the Centers Ball radio show. Go listen to some of the archives if you want to learn about that. Go listen to some of the CKY stuff we did, and you'll understand the 19 listeners thing. Let's go ahead and jump into a music break again. All music
I got a
is by
question.
Prince. What?
Okay, you said the music, so you gonna play Thriller?
Yeah. You freaking retard.
Online and on the go on your mobile phone. We're the internet's best choice. Dead Air Nation.
His music captured an era, and his career spanned 5 decades, making him one of the most influential recording artists of all time. Prince was his real name. He was born Prince Rogers Nelson in 1958. The visionary performer from Minneapolis produced and released his debut album, For You, when he was just 19, playing all the instruments on all the tracks. He had a breakthrough in 1982 with the album 1999, which featured the pop anthem about the dawn of a new millennium. But it was the 1984 soundtrack to the film Purple Rain, recorded with his band The Revolution, that catapulted Prince to international superstardom. It sold more than 25 million copies and is widely considered one of the best albums in music history. Prince would record 8 more between 1985 and 1992. The following year, he changed his name to an unpronounceable symbol due to a dispute with his record label, Warner Brothers. In 2000, he reclaimed his name. Prince was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004 and put on an unforgettable halftime show at the 2007 Super Bowl in Miami. Last year, Prince released his 39th and final studio album through Jay-Z's streaming service Tidal. Prince was 57 years old.
Yeah, and we lost a legend. I personally am a huge Prince fan. There's not too many people that have been out there throughout the music business that I would say are truly musical geniuses. Prince is one of them. Yes. One thing about him is he doesn't always stay in the spotlight. He lived a real kind of recluse lifestyle. He would throw little parties at Paisley Park, which was his home/studio. He would occasionally open that to the public. But, other than that, he stayed a Minnesota boy for a lot of the part, and he took time to release things. He was an amazing writer and guitarist. As a guitar player myself, one of the things I most appreciated about Prince was the fact that he really is probably one of the most underrated guitarists out there. I mean, the guy could shred. And he blended so many different styles. He played 20 different instruments, which is a feat alone. I'm a multi-instrumentalist myself, and I only play a handful of instruments. I can't imagine playing any more.
I can't name 20 instruments, let alone play 20 instruments.
The kazoo, the didgeridoo.
We're going to be here for a while.
The real big triangle.
Yeah.
Drum,
cowbell.
The little one.
More cowbell, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cowbell.
Yeah. I just can't say enough about the guy. I mean, I remember when Michael Jackson died, I thought to myself, at least we still have Prince. I mean, that's the kind of level that I put Prince on as far as icons. We had the Sinatra, the Elvis, Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury, Prince. I mean, he belongs right there with those guys.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a great meme that we shared on the Dead Air Nation Facebook, which, by the way, make sure you go ahead and like that page, facebook.com/Dead Air Nation. We share all sorts of funny memes, informative memes, but we got one here that Thomas put up that says, 37 years of fame, never had a sex scandal, never had to settle out of court, never had to have a ghostwriter, never copied another artist's work, plays over 20 instruments, a double diamond record, which for those who don't know is 20 million albums. He's got over 21 million, 19 platinum albums, 6 gold albums, and never called himself king. I mean, that pretty much sums it up right there to me. Amazing career. I believe he was worth about $350 million or something like that when he died, which that says something. That people say it's not all about money, but money is definitely a measure of your success. And if we're using that logic, Prince is a ginormous success.
Absolutely.
The thing about Prince that is crazy is the amount of songs that, even if you're not a Prince fan or you weren't you didn't follow Prince, he influenced so many other artists. He wrote for so many other artists. There's so many other artists that licensed his songs or took his, he wrote songs for them, and you've come to find out later that it's a Prince song, and then you're like, holy shit, his not only his songs, but the songs of just a plethora of artists is just crazy.
I didn't realize until the other day that Prince had written the Bangles hit Manic Monday, which was a huge hit song, and I had no idea that was Prince.
For rock, he wrote for, he influenced hip hop, he influenced, every genre imaginable. He influenced or he wrote for, and it's crazy that and that's the other thing about him is he transcends every genre. There are fans of Prince. You can be a country music fan and you like Prince. You can be a rock fan and you like Prince. You can be a pop fan and you like Prince. So, that's the crazy thing. I think.
Not only that, but racial boundaries. I never looked at him as a black guy, as a white guy. He was just Prince.
He's fucking Prince.
Right.
Yeah, he's fucking Prince, yeah.
It was fucking Prince. It doesn't matter. He was himself to the core. He was always he never let anybody else influence what he did or who he was. Not just musically, but just in life. He did his own thing. And it wasn't even a fuck you, do his own thing. It's I don't care what you think, I'm gonna do my own thing. That, and that was the craziest thing. And he had such an aura, shit stopped because Prince was there. He's actually,
if Prince showed up, it stopped.
He's actually quoted as saying, "A strong spirit can transcend rules." So basically, he's like, I don't care about your fucking rules. I'm gonna do what I want because I'm Prince.
Yeah.
And and he also basically paved the way for artists to own their own music and to own their own, their own properties and themselves, and not let, record companies and all these other places dictate what they did or how they did it.
Yep. That was the whole reason behind the name change, wasn't it?
Regarding his death, I'm going to say something that's going to be very controversial and probably is going to piss a lot of people off here, but it's the God's honest truth. Prince's death was unnecessary, and I firmly believe it is a direct result of religion. For those that don't know, Prince
Jehovah's Witness
is a Jehovah's Witness. Now, part of being a Jehovah's Witness is certain medical treatments are not able to be done for whatever cockamamie reason they see fit. One of those is blood transfusions. Prince was in dire need of double hip surgery and couldn't get it done because he would have to have a blood transfusion for it. So for a while now, he'd been living in an extreme amount of pain and medicating himself with Percocet. He'd been spotted at the Walgreens over the past week 4 times filling the Percocet prescription, and they're running the toxicology reports and all that, and we'll get that. But we all already know it was a Percocet that did him in, which is directly result of his religious beliefs. Now I'm all for everybody be happy, do what you want to do, believe what you want, but I think some people should probably fucking wake up and see that sometimes maybe you should put that aside and let modern medicine help you.
Well, that's the reason why Bob Marley died. He had a fucking toe infection. Wouldn't go to see a doctor, and it ended up killing him.
Yeah. Yeah, and that just it kind of pisses me off. If I knew Prince, if I was in his inner circle, I would have said, all right, no, fuck you, and fuck your beliefs. We're fixing you. He'd still be alive. It's just unnecessary death, and it's not that, and I hope that it doesn't come out like they paint him to be a drug addict or anything like that, because I honestly don't believe he was. I think he really was in that much pain, and that's the only way that he could get by was with the Percocet. So I just hope that they don't spin that on him.
I'm right there with you. It's just it is a sad thing. I literally just found out a couple of days ago that he was a Jehovah's Witness, and I mean that's not to down anybody that is a Jehovah's Witness, because I actually grew up next door to a whole family of Jehovah's Witnesses, and up until like maybe I was like 15 or 16, they were actually really nice people, and then they got really kind of weird, and I don't know. It's sad when your religion totally dictates your life to the point where you could potentially die because your religion says no, you can't do that.
Yep.
That's kind of fucked up. Like, shouldn't your religion the first thing be about taking care of yourself? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Why are you putting faith in something if that faith in something is not it's going to cause your demise? I mean, that seems just like the definition of fucking insanity to me.
Yeah.
You know, people just seriously take a hard look at your lives. Stop listening to other people. Stop listening to what you've been told. Think for yourselves.
But listen to us.
Yes, absolutely.
Listen to Dead Air Nation. Chances are, if you're going through something in your life, you know the answers in your head. You don't need to be told it. You don't need to listen to anybody else. Your gut, your intuition, you know what to do. Follow your own self and stop listening to everything else. You know, it's just, I mean, if you can't tell, I'm kind of, I personally, having struggled with addiction and overcoming it, it does hit home, this kind of stuff, and the whole religious thing. But, I mean, I genuinely am pissed off that Prince died, and I feel it was unnecessary. It's, you know, it's a sad thing. And, of course, now, was another thing that I've noticed since, Prince passed away. Everybody is suddenly a Prince fan, whereas a couple of years ago, I'd be blasting Prince music, and people are like, "Oh, look at that faggot!" Yeah, you weren't a Prince fan a couple of years ago when it wasn't cool to be a Prince fan, but now that Prince is dead, Prince has always been one of those things though that I don't really tell a lot of people about. I'm like, I'm not. But I mean, Billy knew it. Billy texted me pretty much immediately. I'm like, yeah, I'm one step ahead of you, I heard.
Honestly, when I saw it all over my feed, I was like, this is got to be one of those bullshit hoax. This has got to be a hoax. And then I actually Googled it, and I'm like, holy fuck, he really is dead. Like I did.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where the first reporters was TMZ, so anytime it's TMZ, it's always questionable about if it's real or not. But then once everybody else started reporting it, is when I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. And it's just too bad, guys. I mean, Eric Clapton has been quoted as saying that Eric Clapton in an interview was asked, "What does it feel like to be the greatest guitar player of all time?" And he looked right at the interviewer and said, "I don't know. You're going to have to ask Prince."
Yeah.
That's fucking Eric Clapton saying, "Yeah, I don't know what it's like being the best guitar player ever."
I personally don't agree with that, but I would say that Prince is definitely in the top 20. I think his style. Maybe if you were to go by unique styleness, he'd probably be up there at the top of the list. I agree. Not to take anything away from Prince at all.
Oh yeah, no. I know what you're saying.
I really never listened to too much that fucking Eric Clapton says, anyways.
I'm not saying necessarily that you should listen to everything that Clapton says. I'm just saying probably arguably one of the
guy
best
shot the
players.
sheriff, for Christ's sake.
Well, no,
but
Bob Marley
shoot the deputy.
That's right. He did let the deputy live. We could talk about Prince all night. We could spend the rest of the show talking about Prince and how great he was. And I mean, I genuinely, this does sadden me. It, over the past couple of days, I've been doing a lot of thinking about how this generation. I'm 30 years old, and I would say that I'm probably one of the unique 30-year-olds, whereas I'm more influenced by the old stuff. Call me an old soul. But that generation that Prince is a part of, which also happens to be my mom's generation, we're slowly losing them. And reality is really starting to set in here soon that great generation of icons is going away. And I can honestly say there is no icons out of the generation, what we're currently listening to, the current artists. There's nobody like the guys from Prince's generation. There's not. There's no icons on that level, on the Michael Jackson, the Elvises, the Freddie Mercury. There's nobody like that. You look at the radio now, bands that are breaking now. None of them can hold a candle to these guys. Sustainability, that's what it's all about. 37 years of fame. That is sustainability.
I think the other issue is that nowadays, like, there is no sustainability because of the society we live in now, where it's instant gratification and it's I need the next thing now. Like, it's not even we can't even enjoy what we have. Like, we always need the next thing. Whereas, so these guys are the last generation of where, like, you had to, like, you couldn't just become, like, a star immediately. Like, you had to, like, I don't want to say pay your dues, but you had to build yourself up. Nowadays, you can put something out on YouTube, and you're a star for 15 minutes, like literally less than 15 minutes, and then people are moving on to the next thing. So and immediately,
but you also got to remember,
immediately you're lumped in with everybody else of, like, you're not talented, you're just a flash in the pan.
It's like what you said earlier with the reality generation. We're in the reality generation where you necessarily don't have to be talent. You just have to get the chance to have the spotlight. And, it's breeding a lot of bullshit. It really is. It's way too easy to do some of the things that are being done nowadays. And back then, when Prince was starting off and all those other bands, it wasn't necessarily easy. To get into a major recording studio was a big deal. Now, Joe Blow and the Jerk-Offs can record their album at almost actual live studio quality from their mama's basement. I mean, anybody can do it.
Mr. Sinister, you also have to remember, though, people are able to do it, but there's a difference between being able to do it and then being able to do it really well. Like, anybody could take their fucking laptop, go down into mom's basement with a shitty fucking SM47 or SM48, a fucking stage mic, and hit record and bang on their fucking drums and strum their guitar and say, yep, we made a record. Yeah, you recorded something, but do you know do you know all of the shit that goes into actually putting the record together? Are you individually recording the tracks and everything? Like,
the problem is that people don't appreciate that anymore. People don't care if you're talented or if you know what you're doing. All they care about is if they like it for a minute and if it makes them happy for 5 minutes, and then they're moving on to the next thing. They're not enjoying it. They're not savoring the moments of greatness. There's still great artists out there, but it's like you either have to not succeed because of the society we live in, or you almost have to prostitute yourself down to, like, the bare minimum, and to just kind of, like, to pander to people. And so, I mean, like, we don't appreciate greatness anymore.
Is that that's not any different from what bands had to do back in the day? It's just there were generally, creativity was revered. It's not necessarily we don't have icons and we don't have talent. No one fucking cares if you're creative or not. No one cares if you're bending, you're breaking the rules of what rock should be or what hip-hop should be. You're just trying to make a quick buck on something, which I agree with you on that totally, but I don't think that it's just an idea that people just want it for right then, because I know people that are in my parents' generation and in my grandparents' generation that will like a song literally just because it's on, oh, this is a nice song. Do you want to hear the rest of the album? No, I just like this song. And, in like a week, they'll be over.
Right. But those people were also the people that they could like one song and they would be lining around a record store the day the record was released. You don't have that nowadays. Now
because
the
people
shit
don't
just
buy
goes
fucking
on.
records. Because people don't buy records.
Right. But that's part of what made guys out of this generation special, is the fact that it was a big deal when they put music out because you had to actually get in your fucking car or ride your bike down to the record store in anticipation of this album coming out. Stand there, stand in line, mingle with other fans, pay your money, and get your physical copy.
I pre-order. I look for records that are coming out in pre-order.
But Thomas,
wait.
you are an
you
exception
do.
to
You're
the
not.
norm.
You're not like every other. You're not.
Well, yeah, but
what the majority of people do anymore. Like the other thing was back in the day, back in the 80s and the 70s and the 60s and the 50s, you felt like you were part of something because you had to put in your time and your money and you had to make an effort to get something. So you felt like you owned something. Nobody nowadays feels like they own something. They feel like they have an iPod that's overloaded with music. They couldn't even tell you all the music they have. You could probably tell me every record that you own and why you bought it. Nowadays, these people nowadays just have an iPod full of music and couldn't tell you all the songs that are on it because they have access to so much music.
There's no sentiment to getting these things anymore. You know what a great feeling it was and I'm not going to pretend that I was in the vinyl days because I'm not. I was born in 85.
Yeah,
For me,
I wasn't either.
growing up, I remember when the CDs hit. Well, I remember tapes first, but CDs were really the big thing for me. And there was no greater feeling than getting the CD that you've been waiting on. Like, for instance, and I'm not going to say this is a good example, but one that I specifically remember was Metallica's Saint Anger album, which was terrible. Well, what Metallica did with that was digital was out, but that wasn't released. That was before the digital releases. Well, Metallica had on their website, for the year that they recorded it, every week they'd post an update video from the studio. And I was like big into, oh my God, I got to get home from school, see the update. So there was a big build up on this album. And then I was there in store when it released. And you open this package and it folds out and it's got the book that tells you everything. It's got all the cool drawings and pictures. I mean, it's something physical. It was a big deal. Now it's not a big deal. Like I could tell you, like, well, let's use our friends. It Lives, It Breathes, who have been on the show a couple times. Go listen to the archives, people.
Mr.
Luigi, yes.
I think that they are right now going through what is, exactly what Billy and I are talking about here. I mean, they would be so much bigger if they were back then because their artwork is very cool, but you really may not know that if you just download it off fucking iTunes. You're not getting the artwork. But if they released that album and you were going to go into the store and It Lives, It Breathes would be dealing with something different than what they are right now.
And this is the other thing about before digital music was you'd have to save your money to get as a kid, you had to save your money. It wasn't like you just had money to go buy, to download a million songs. So you saved your $15 to go buy that CD. And then the first thing you did was you called your friends on a telephone and said, hey, I just got this album. Come listen to it. Or, hey, you got that album. I'm going to go listen. Let's go listen to it. And it was like a community thing. Now it's you just mass download a million songs and you don't know what you're getting. You don't pay attention to half of what it is. Like the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's the world we live in.
I mean,
that's why shit gets more famous than good stuff, and good stuff is unappreciated.
But there are also a lot of artists now, like Nathaniel Ratcliffe and the Night Sweats, Arcade Fire. Yeah, Arcade Fire. I'm right there with you on that too. There are a bunch of bands now that are actually putting out vinyl releases and are waiting and are physically waiting to put out digital releases because they want this sort of anticipation. I'm not saying
that down right now. Yeah, there are bands that are doing that, but it's not a mass appeal thing. It's a very novelty niche thing now that they're doing that. That really only the hardcore of the hardcore. Well, you should give a shit because
I don't fucking care because I'm the one buying those albums.
But if only the niche of people are the ones that are doing that, it's not going to reach mass appeal, which is not financially viable.
Where we got started on this whole thing was like if there's still icons, and there's still people who are talented enough to be icons, and there are people who are talented enough to put out amazing, great music. But the society we now live in, we will never appreciate music the way we did even 10, 15 years ago.
They're not able to reach that potential. They're not able to
This is
reach
true.
that potential because the massive amount of money that these guys made back then is not there anymore.
Never
And
mind the fact that we're oversaturated with musicians and artists because of the internet boom and the ability to make yourself famous off of fucking YouTube. Which
that's what I
agree with
said,
you
and
guys.
you shot it down. I said
no.
that.
No, you didn't say that.
Oh my God.
I think we're all arguing the same point.
Well, we've gone on a tangent here. I mean, good shit, good conversation. But we've kind of gotten away from the topic at hand here, who's Prince. And again, I mean, obviously we could sit here and talk Prince all night, but I think the best thing to do right now is we're gonna play what I think is the most iconic Prince song. What is the question?
Okay, so Thomas Googled this. Now, Prince is the one that did Thriller, right?
Nope. Wrong.
No.
Yeah.
That's Michael
All right.
Jackson.
He's on mute. Yeah, I mean, it's all funny, but this is kind of one of those topics that I don't really want to make light of Prince passing.
Well, he doesn't know any better.
I think, to me, and I think everybody else, the most iconic song when you think Prince would be what, Thomas?
Purple Rain. Either Purple
There
Rain.
you go. Purple Rain.
When Doves Cry.
What did
Or
you say,
1999.
Billy?
When
I
Doves
said When
Cry.
Doves Cry.
Wait, that too, yeah.
1999.
I mean, you could name
was
100, but Purple Rain
Yeah.
is the
Purple
one
Rain.
for sure.
Yeah, I think that kind of sets the tone for what we're dealing with right now. We're gonna end the Prince discussion. We're gonna keep playing Prince music breaks for the rest of the show, which is not too much longer, anyways. But the last thing I want to leave on the Prince discussion is: did you guys notice Prince kind of predicted his death last Saturday? He showed up at a party at his house and said, "Guys, hold your wait a couple days and save your prayers, or save your prayers for a couple days." Did you guys read that?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, look that up. He kind of foreshadowed his own death there. I mean, he wasn't in good shape, anyways, and people knew that. But anyways, rest in peace. He's an icon. He's fucking Prince, and he will definitely be missed. So here we go with Purple Rain.
I never meant to call you in your sorrow. I never meant to call you in your pain. I don't want to walk that night for you laughing. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain. mind. I think you better close it and let me guide you to the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. You know what I'm saying about up here? Come on, raise your hand. Purple rain, purple rain.
to go on your mobile phone. We're the internet's best choice. Dead Air Nation.
Yeah.
All right.
Dead Air Nation. Hey, if you didn't know, check us out and like our Facebook page, facebook.com/Dead Air Nation.
Dead Air
Thomas,
Nation.
let's jump into the top 5.
Top 5, bitches. All right, motherfuckers. So, this week's top 5s are going to be the best action stars of all time. We're going to go rapid fire, and we're going to start with you, Billy. What is your top 5? Starting at 5.
My top 5, starting with number 5, is John Wayne, the classic, the great. Number 4, Clint Eastwood. Number 3, Mel Gibson. Number 2, Bruce Willis. And number 1, greatest action star of all time, is Harrison Ford.
Oh,
that's the list.
right.
Done and done for the win.
Boom. Mr. Sinister, what do you got for your list?
All right, my top 5 is starting with number 5. I've got The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Number 4,
Nice.
Steven Seagal. Number 3, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Number 2, the one and only Terminator himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And number 1, controversy time, Jason Statham.
Oh, nice. I can agree with that. All right, Gator, I'm afraid to ask, but what's your top 5?
All right, here we go. Chuck Norris, Chuck Norris, Chuck Norris, Chuck Norris, and Chuck Norris.
All right. Solid.
That 5 enough for you?
Yeah, solid.
5 fingers to the face.
Yep, 5 fingers to the face. Yep. Slap, bitches. All right, my top 5, starting at number 5 here. My number 5 is Jackie Chan. My number 4 is Michael Jai White.
Pussy.
Whoa. Do you know?
I'm just surprised.
Go on, it's great. Go ahead.
All right, number 3 is going to be Tony Jaa.
Good. Excellent choice.
Yep. Number 2, just because I love him completely, Keanu Reeves. And if you doubt me on that, watch John Wick and shut your dirty mouth. And my number 1 is Jet Li.
Wow.
There we go.
Nice.
Jet Li with wires or without wires?
Either way, it doesn't matter. Well, I could say the same thing. John Wayne without stunt doubles or with stunt doubles.
You shut your dirty mouth.
What are you trying to say, cowpoke?
America. All right, so basically what we're going to do here, and this is going to start next show, we're going to put this out in sort of like a March Madness type deal. We're going to have a bracket up of our top 5s, and since Gator picked one person 5 times, we're just going to give him
still
1.
5, damn it.
Yeah, well, Chuck Norris can't be in there 5 times, unfortunately. It just doesn't work like
Chuck
that.
Norris. He can be in there as many damn times as he wants. He's Chuck fucking Norris.
Yeah, I got that.
Chuck Norris is going down first round.
But
kiss my ass.
We're gonna leave it to the 19 listeners that are listening right now to vote on who wins in each one of the matchups in the first round. I'll have that set up starting tomorrow, and that'll be a vote through the whole week, and we'll do the results next week, and we'll go from there.
All right, everybody listening that just heard that, this is the time where we really need interaction. All you that listen, all you that like the Facebook posts and everything, we know you're out there. This show is only as good as you guys allow us to be, and we need your participation on this. So when you see this post go up, don't just look at it and like it. Give us some feedback. And also, if there's anything that you'd like to hear Dead Air Nation do, let us know too. But seriously, guys, this could be a cool thing. Let's see what everybody thinks.
Big celebrity deathmatch. Just don't fire me. All right. Well, with that all being said, we're going to get into another rendition of the Moccasin Creek Minute here. And indeed. So Gator, anything interesting going down in Moccasin Creek?
Well, I called my grandmother this week. She done went up to the hospital. She told me she had a tumor. Well, the doctor went in there and looked and said it was a damn milk dud. I was like, what in the world?
You're ripping off Larry the Cable Guy, and I'm calling you on it.
Well, call me on it, but it was the best.
You're ripping off Larry the Cable Guy.
Best I can fucking do.
It's the best I can do.
Right, I'll shut up over here. Continue.
Anything else?
Okay.
Anything else going on there?
Well, I'll tell you this. My cousin called me. They finally had the baby, him and Charlene. She had the baby in jail. She got arrested for drinking in public. And they had the baby in jail, and her cellmate actually named the baby. She's a white lady, and her cellmate's a black lady, so they named the baby Panda.
Really?
Oh,
wow.
They was gonna name her Skunk, but it's a white lady.
Yeah, we're gonna mute Gator. we're gonna hold off on for a second. I'm gonna see if we can calm him down here. We'll get him going. All right, Gator.
Yes.
Gator.
Yes.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Come on. You know the song.
Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr.
Very good, thank you. Are we good now? Are we good now? Are we good, Ricky?
Put me in fucking time out.
That was the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Hey, it's almost as gay as your face makeup, so shut the fuck up already.
Oh!
Hey.
All right, so
good.
To finish this off, I found a very, very short video your Aunt Carla put up on the
No.
YouTube.
Oh, no. You passed one?
Yeah, too bad. You're gonna have to help me out on this one though. It's really short here, so here you
I
go.
just got kicked out of this gym, this Gold's Gym, unlawfully. The man said, "Hey, you better wipe up the sweat off that bench." And I looked. I said, "Motherfucker, that ain't sweat. That's my cooter juice."
All right. I guess I gotta explain what a cooter is, don't I?
You might.
All right. Youngins, gather around the radio. It's time for Life Lessons with Uncle Gator. Now, if you didn't already know this, it's time for the pecker and cooter talk. Now, the cooter is the female private part. It looks like a set of lips bent turned sideways, and in some cases, they look like they got a mustache or a beard on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Some of them even look like Steve Harvey's mustache. Look like a caterpillar done climbed up there and died on your face. That kind of deal.
Yep.
So, but that's what a cooter is. Now, pecker.
All right. And that's when he's gonna cool it down a little bit there. I don't think we need to go into what a pecker is. I'm pretty sure the majority of the people that are listening probably do have peckers.
Hey, I know how to scare them. Bring them back.
All right. I'll put you in timeout again. All right.
Hey, are you there, Gator?
Yep. In the bathtub.
Who let Grandma, get out of the way. It's a damn hurricane. What the hell are you doing in here? I don't care that you're bathing. It's a hurricane. Tornado.
Get in there with her.
Tornado. I am. Hold me.
Just pull her cooter flaps over your head. You'll be safe.
That's fucked up.
Somebody put Sinister in timeout.
It may be fucked up, but it's topical.
It's topical.
Speaking of topical, how are those spots on there doing? On her cooter?
You talking about the ones on the back of her knees that look like somebody been hitting her in the back of her head with a back quarter?
Yeah. Exactly like that.
Look like somebody drew on the back of her leg with blue magic mark.
Wow.
This is when I question what life choices brought me to this point.
Hey, well, while we have the opportunity, I'm going to bring on our good friend G. Tom Mack to do the weather for us. G, what's it looking like out there?
Anyway, let's get past the weather. The weather out here is California at its winter time, which gets into 60s. It's cool. It's actually, we had a little bit of rain, and that's all the forecast I'm giving you.
Oh, thank you, Tom. All right. Do we want to jump into news, or are we? Is there anything else on? Hit the news. All right. Time for the news. Where are you, news? There you are. All right, boys and girls.
Correspondent Gator Ricky Ross.
Nope, not Gator Ricky Ross. Nope, you're wrong.
Nope. Not happening.
Nope.
Yeah.
Good try, though.
Yeah, it was a solid effort. Solid effort. And if this fucking page would load so I could pull it up, sons of bitches.
More internet problems.
Oh, just the slew of internet problems. I have this wonderful article to start off that a man allegedly robbed the same store 3 times in a month. I've also got one about a taco joint that is offering Johnny Manziel a job, and an 18-year-old McDonald's customer that's accused of robbery for putting soda in the water cup. And I'm tempted to blame Gator and Carla for that one. Yeah.
Was that on Carla?
No. A man believes fire alarm contains Smurfs, and so he causes a disturbance. Smurfs. All right, Smurfs. We'll start with the Smurfs then. Smurfs. All right.
Cool story, bro.
Smurfs. Oh, it's great, right? A man was arrested for a disturbance. Yeah, a man was arrested for a disturbance in Blount County High School Tuesday. According to investigators, said that a 32-year-old man wearing only underwear and socks went into the vocational building at William Blount High School trying to pull a fire alarm off the wall because he claimed there were Smurfs inside. The Blount County school system said he entered the parking lot during morning drop-off and was then seen trying to enter 2 outside doors unsuccessfully. They said that that is when he entered the career technical education wing of the school. The school system said that the secretary asked how she could help him, and he gave her an incoherent response. She asked him to leave. Within 4 minutes, the school resource officer had him in custody. William Blount does not have a system that requires visitors to be buzzed in and out of the school, blah, blah, blah. The name of the man was not released, but the sheriff's department says he was taken in for mental evaluation. The school system and sheriff's department stressed students were never in any danger. So apparently this guy walked in. I can explain it to you right now. He walked into a school in underwear and socks and tried to pull the alarm because he thought Smurfs were inside it. End of story.
No, that ain't it. If we was the Smurfs, who's Smurf at? My vote is for Pedro.
Wow.
Hey, I want to take this time to tease something that I just thought about.
Okay. Your hair?
Next Sunday. Oh my God.
That was good.
You're retarded. Next Sunday, again, Dead Air Nation airing Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Next Sunday, it's not definite yet, but it's very, very likely that we are going to have a special guest, and I will announce it as soon as I can. But a little hint, it is a former WWE World Champion and a definite Hall of Famer. He's not in the – Billy, you know who I'm talking about. He's not in the Hall of Fame yet, is he?
No, he's not.
Okay, well, I would say it's pretty safe to assume that he will be in the Hall of Fame shortly. But he was one of the most iconic wrestling superstars from the 80s and 90s. And
Thomas is excited. Thomas is very excited about it.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm chomping at the bit here.
So next Sunday, be sure to tune in. We're going to have a big, big star. I will announce that news this week at some point, hopefully. Continue.
Mick Foley!
No.
If only.
Damn it!
All right, this next one I think goes very well with the current topic of tonight's show. Cheerios angers grieving fans with Prince tribute tweet, which I can only imagine how wonderful this is.
Did you say tweet? Is that kind of like when a tweet?
It's like yes, exactly what it is.
Okay.
Apparently, there was a storm. Let's see here. Cheerios maker General Mills was forced to delete a Twitter tribute tweet after a singer's fan slammed the company and called the tweet tasteless. Apparently, a tweet can be tasteless. Prince Rogers Nelson, known simply as Prince, died Thursday. He was found. Blah blah blah. I've already gone over that at length. Cheerios tweeted a purple "Rest in Peace" sign with a Cheerio in place of the dot above the letter I, and it was tagged Prince. And I'll read you some of these tweets because this is fucking ridiculous. Hey guys, Prince died, but in all caps. But please don't forget about Cheerios. Dear Universe, please return Prince and take the CMO of Cheerios instead. Cheerios, still no apology for your Prince tweet. You deleted it and hope people would forget. Show some humanity and apologize. Apparently, you need to apologize for literally. I'm looking at it right now. I'll send you guys the link. I'll put it right in the chat room. It's literally a purple fucking picture that says "Rest in Peace" with a Cheerio over the top of it, and people are losing their shit over it.
How tasteless! Oh my God!
I know.
People got a bitch over every damn thing.
Yep, they do. They do, sir. That's very sad.
Hey,
the worst.
If we want to talk about tasteless use of the internet in all these death things, I know a little bit about that. I have lost quite a few friends over the past few days over apparently my tasteless tweets. I will go ahead and read. Or I will read them right now. I am scrolling through. Okay.
Is this the Chyna?
So I was a little confused. You know, Chyna the wrestler was spelled Chyna. I misread. I thought it was actually the country of China. So I made a post that it said, "So sad to hear that Chyna has passed away. I want to say that China was a great country that featured a cool-ass wall, little kids who made my shoes, and crab rangoon, which I love. Chyna, you will be missed." Apparently,
are we getting free Reeboks from this?
It was a typo. I thought they meant the country China, and I was genuinely heartbroken because I didn't know where I was going to get my shoes or my crab rangoon. Well, I lost.
Go down the street.
Yeah, I lost some fans over that one. The other one, and you know, I don't want to make too much light of it because I'm a huge Prince fan. But I just wanted to point out the obvious that Prince was doing it wrong when he died. They found Prince in an elevator. That's a shame. Everyone knows you have to take the stairway to heaven. And again, I lost a lot of fans over that one too. So I apologize on the behalf of Mister Sinister. Mr. Sinister would like to apologize for his tasteless Facebook post.
Oh. Hold on. How do you take the stairway to heaven?
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
Indeed. All right.
Well,
did you?
Thomas, looks like we're about out of time. Do you want to go ahead and tell everybody what we've got lined up next week on Dead Air Nation?
Oh, what we've got lined up next week, we're going to be talking more in depth about our round robin of the celebrity death match that is comprising our top 5 list. We will also have that, hopefully we will have that sweet, special guest that you won't tell us who it is, but I have a feeling I might know who it is. And we're also
Right.
going to do
I know who it is.
well, that's fine. We'll wait. I'll wait for the build. Let's do the slow build. You know, some delayed gratification here. I don't need to know right now. You know.
It's me.
I know, right? It's you, Gator. That's right.
Definite Hall of Famer, Gator Ricky Ross.
Hall of Famer, Gator Ricky Ross.
Hey, I'm the best damn commentator there ever was. You didn't know I had
Gator
to-
Ricky Ross makes it in the WWE Hall of Fame, I will suck his dick on that stage. I'm just putting that out there.
I'm good. I don't think I want that.
I will forcefully suck your dick if you
now
make
you're
it.
trying to put the gay in Gator.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
Ba-dum-bum, Billy.
Good job, Billy.
And there'll be
Quail Man is the rest.
our normal shenanigans as well. Oh, thank you. You caught that one.
Oh.
Why are you
There we
mad?
go.
Why are you mad, Billy?
I hate all of you.
You should have never posted that.
The Quail Man.
You should have never posted that.
I wish I could leave you guys as fans for my Facebook post.
All right. Well, since it's that time.
Bullshit.
What?
Where's my Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Where's your Pabst Blue Ribbon? We gotta get you sponsored. You talk about it enough. We gotta get you sponsored or have them sponsor the
You
show.
gotta get some Reeboks and some Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's what I'm trying to do.
Reebok,
Pabst
Blue
Blue
Ribbon, and Crab
Blue
Rangoon.
Yeah.
Crab Rangoon.
Damn
And
right.
Smith & Wesson.
Any
Smith &
Chinese
Wesson,
food
90
restaurants out there that want to sponsor the show, you can pay us in Crab Rangoon. I'm perfectly.
And Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yep.
Because we ain't pussies. We don't drink Bud Light.
I don't.
Bubba.
All right, guys. Well, we are about out of time. I want to thank everybody for listening. The citizens of Dead Air Nation, it would not be possible without you. Again, we need your participation on this round-robin tournament of action stars. Your vote matters. I want to thank, as always, Thomas for being awesome at what he does, Billy for bringing the positivity, and
Game blouses.
Game blouses. Right on.
Wow.
What I bring? The comedy.
Anyways, we'll
I didn't
check
make it
you
in the
guys
whole
next
thing,
week. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sundays, Dead Air Nation, Facebook.com/Dead Air Nation. Gonna leave you with Prince. I would die for you, and he did. He meant it.
and on the go on your mobile phone. We're the internet's best choice. Dead Air Nation.
Panera Bread is now delivering in Hampton Roads and Williamsburg. That means broccoli cheddar soup, roasted turkey and avocado BLT, and all your other favorites are delivered right to your office, or door, or porch, or backyard, or front yard, or dorm, or wherever. For lunch, dinner, and everywhere in between.